Okay, I think we're good. Apologies, I had all sorts of issues this morning or this afternoon. I thought got the stream PC booted up, ready to stream. No audio coming through from the main PC to the stream PC. So I thought, well, just a reboot, right? That's the answer. Windows update just froze halfway through. So I apologise that we're a bit late. We're going to have a bit of a shorter one today. We're going to have a little bit of a shorter one, but hopefully we'll get a reasonable amount done. We were heading in towards the run-in, I think, from memory. Where are we in the calendar? We're on the 11th of April. What have we got going on? Mikkelsen and Rydberg set for reunion. Okay, what else have we got? We've got our selection for Hammarby. Got our pre-match press conference about again. Before we do that, it's been a while since we played. Let's just check out where we are. We're 5th in the league. Oh, the season's just started, I remember. Do I remember? I don't know if I do remember. Season's just started. We're not in the run-in at all. Okay, let's go. I remember we were desperately trying to find something that works for us, right? IF's last meeting with Hamburg was a fair while ago now. What do you make your chances of this one? Come on leaps and bounds since then. Will he be changing the team for such a big match? The games require a different approach. I'm hoping for a settled team, but fitness issues may mean we'll make some tweaks. How much more work do you have to do to be ready for a match like this? I think big matches as this could be easier to prepare for in a lot of ways. The lads will be even more motivated. I try and approach every match in the same way, regardless of perceived importance. Yeah, we do that, probably. Do you think fans would want to see a bit more passion from their manager? I mean, check out my OnlyFans. The fans want to see a victory. They don't care about their manager and says, I don't think that's fair. I've got as much passion, desire as the next. That's why we make sure we don't let ourselves get drawn into all of this. I don't think he's got more desire than me, but if he did, I'm a better manager and the ability to always win. Maybe we go that one, right? Fans want to see a win. You would prefer to field Alex Thomasy, Anderson and Gustav Freiberg in midweek. Are you concerned that they might, as much as you like to have confidence in the ability of your players, I'm confident the squad can handle the rigours of the modern game. We've got quite a big squad, I think, from memory. The team played well last time out against these guys, SK. How can you get them to maintain that level of performance? We need to continue to work hard. Perfect. We got through our first press conference of the day, trying to remember desperately what we did last. Like we had a a winter break, and now I've got no idea what's going on. Okay. Bonnevie gets a call up. Nice. Congratulations, buddy. New intermediary suggestion. Jordan Story from Preston, a centre-back. Not going to be... Come on, mate. 3.1 million. You're having a laugh. I don't even know what money we've got. I think we're full on wage budget, right? Yeah. No transfer budget because we're full on wage budget. We were, I think, from memory, trying to ship out a few people. I think the transfer deadline day is gone, but we were trying to get rid of a few. Okay. Hammarby. They lost their first game. Our under-19s have won. Hello, Alex. On the road, you're going somewhere nice. You probably can't answer that, but thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, buddy. I hope you're having a nice journey wherever you might be heading. And I appreciate you stopping by. Apologies for the lack of streams for the last couple of weeks. Things have been a bit hectic, but hopefully they're settling down, so we can be back. I just need to find somewhere to say this is the window for the streams. Anton Otterson Kagard is about to sign for under-19 physio. Okay, well, why not? We need those, right? More money down the drain. Okay. Third game of the season. We're unbeaten at this moment in time. Let's see how it goes. Team selection, quick pick. What we're getting Larson in over here. Slowdahl over this way. Don't remember him. Did we sign him? No, don't think so. Or maybe we did. I'm not sure. Henriksen's in the middle. Still not sold on our wingers. Still not sold on our whole team. Where's Kofi is up top, right? He's the main man. I think this is us, right? Here we go. This is us. No changes to be made. Okay. Enjoy the match. I want to win every match. Today is no difference. These fans turn up through thick and thin. We are away. Go and play your own game. Good luck, boys. Scott, it's Derby Day. How much do you look forward to taking on your local rivals? It's always a tremendous occasion. The atmosphere is something to behold. How are you like this setup in terms of tactics? If we can start well, get on top of them, our fans make some noise and silence theirs. That'll be important. Are you confident of Kofi? Not really. I certainly trust him. Okay, good. Not really confident of Kofi. They're playing very defensive. And off we go. What was that? Other than terrible, what was that? Ball in behind that defensive formation. They've found the gaps in ours instantly. Ball across. Deflected out for a corner. So much for getting on top of them early. 28 seconds or 51 seconds in, they've got a chance from a corner. The edge of the box, no one's on him. Offside trap was terrible. No, it wasn't. Perfect. Offside trap was perfect, is what I meant to say. Absolutely flawless. Come on, boys. That is another terrible pass. What is happening here? You're our playmaker and you couldn't pass the ball like 17 yards. Ooh. Absolutely woeful. Inusa, surely losing the ball there. So many men around him. Henriksen's in though. Running behind the fullback. No, maybe not. Nordval. Into Priso. To Inusa. To Tomosi. Across to Kofi. No one's really doing much. Ooh. Looked away for a second. I don't even know how we won that ball. I'm not liking their wingers and fullbacks. They're drawing us out, or drawing us into the middle and finding space down the outside. Hopefully we can play through them though. We haven't really managed to do that at all. That ball from our midfield to our wingers or strikers just isn't working. There's a gap in behind. Two gaps in behind. Ball out wide. It's just absolutely blitzed past us. We suck. Our passing is terrible. What are you doing? I wonder if we just need to be a little bit more attacking. It's only 6 minutes in. But they have had considerably better chances than us. We always look like we've got gaps here. That's the concern. How did that ball get past you, Larson? What the hell are we going to do? I wonder if we want to try and trap them inside rather than outside. I don't know if that's going to help us or not. Just wonder if bringing them into where there's more bodies is better for us. I don't know if it is. The fact that we can't get our passing happening is the bigger concern. When we do get the ball in midfield, there is gaps. We're just not finding passes. Oh my lord, how has he missed that? We're in somehow. We've scored somehow. Is he onside? I think so. I have no idea how that ball found its way through. Absolutely no idea. I was looking down here. Kofi. Oh, he let it run. Perfect dummy by Kofi, surely. It looked like it was a bit fortunate, that. Great finish, mind you. Somehow we're 1-0 up. I don't think we deserve it. We couldn't, could we? No, no we couldn't. Kofi, this is you territory. Wait, am I imagining things? Time wasting is off. Maybe go a little bit more direct. Come on, boys. So Massey looks for Kofi. Kofi's in. Kofi scored a second somehow. Great finish, mind you. I feel like this has got them equalising in the last minute written all over it. Like even this, look. What is this? And then somehow the greatest ball ever played. And first time finish. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. They look angry. Look at him running straight at us from the kickoff. I see that very often. Prefer if we could stop across, boys. What are you doing? Anyone? Thank you. We don't look very solid at the back. Here comes a free kick. Through the wall. This ball is still on. Ah, keeps. Yeah, we do not look good at the back, especially not from set pieces. Okay, come on, boys. Let's see if we can hold out until half time. They have a corner. They've looked pretty good from them. We've looked pretty bad from them. Not the greatest defensive header I've seen. Another corner. Come on, boys. Genuinely don't know how we're 2-0 up. I mean, we're giving up so many, not loads of chances, but we're giving up good chances. That's the thing. And I don't know how to stop it. Some of it is the formation, right? Because they've got wingers and fullbacks versus our fullbacks and really high wingers. So they've got a lot of people coming forward. But I don't know how we deal with that other than a change of bringing our wingers back, which leaves us nothing up top. Oh, Henriksen, I really don't rate you very highly, even though I bought you. What was that? How have we... What the heck? That was a save? We look so shoddy at the back. Our fullbacks have done nothing, and Henriksen is pretty poor. They're potentially in again. That was the worst defensive header I've ever seen. I'm making a change. I've decided. Henriksen, you're off. Pulled off after 50 minutes. Not like that. We just don't stop crosses. Ooh. See if we look better when we actually hold on to the ball a little bit. I mean, we've had the most possession, but I mean, we actually try and pass to feet rather than... I tell you what it is like places like this where we just don't look like we have a pass on. Now we've got a pass on. Go on, Kofi. From range. Not sure that's what we needed. I mean, there was surely a gap. He's got loads of pace. Surely there was a gap to run into there. Terrible corner. Love it. Mikkelsen's in. The substitute. He's losing the ball and falling over. Another corner. We've given up quite a lot of corners. They've had 11. Well on, Coates. They've worked that well. Ooh. Another corner. And another free kick. Ooh. Well on, Coates. Having a fine game. Who'd have thought? Oof, clear, down to the touch. Love that. Make some changes there. Just see if we can... see if we can get some fresh legs on. What is that? This is what we do, right? We try and pass it out from the back and we're absolutely terrible. And that's gone through the keeper's arms. How are we doing that? What was that? I don't understand that ball out. We're playing pass to feet. We're supposedly playing direct, but I don't even know who this was to. What was that? How's it got in that gap? What are we doing? Well. Let's go defensive, see if we can hold on to what we've got. Kofi, get after it. Ball on. Easily found. Oh, come on. Offside. Is he offside? I think he's offside. I think we got really lucky. Hello, OLP. I think it's just that he's standing in front of the keeper when this shot is played. We are so fortunate. Even though the keeper's never getting there. We are so bad as well. I'm all right, actually, apart from how poor we've been to somehow be winning this game. Blow the whistle, ref. We don't need another attack. Somehow we're going to come away with a win, which we really don't deserve. I'm good, thanks, OLP. How about yourself? Things going well? I'm trying to pick this back after a couple of weeks of not playing. I've got no idea. I got confused. I thought we were a completely different team when I came back. We will take the win, though. There was a few hairy moments in there. You were confident under those circumstances. I thought we did well. Always confident. No, not quite. But that's not really the reflection of the group of players, but the context of the game itself. Yeah, we'll do that one. We are with IF, or to give them their real name, IF Brahma Prokajana. Projikana. IF we're with. Right, okay. But we have got Toure Kolo, I think, as our assistant manager. Let's kick off with the first question. Kofi got his first league goal for the club. How important is that? It was a great moment. After a performance like that, your team must be really dreading the moment when Schlordal leaves. Period of transition is to be expected. Brahma Poikana. That's what I said. I think that's what I said, right? I mean, that's almost word for word, letter for letter what I said. Okay. When's he leaving? Is he leaving? Transfer date 1st of the 7th. Oh, we got time, right? I don't even think he was meant to be playing. I thought we had other players who could play in that position. Monthly staff meeting. Here we go. Okay, we'll do that, I guess, based on your suggestion. Unfit first team players. What are you trying to tell me? Okay, that's going to come back to bite me in the arse, isn't it? We know that. Increase asking price. No, let's not worry about that. It's time to recognise that Mikkelson's a squad player, is a regular starter, and this fella as an emergency backup. I'm not doing that because that'll piss them both off. Average manager support. Love that. It's better than we've had it anywhere else. Right. If you tell me that again next month, I'll praise him. How about that? How are you? How are you getting on, OLP? You still playing the Japan game? Moved on to something new? Right, this tactic that we're playing, I feel like we had other tactics in the locker. That was at home, that was away. I think if this is going to be away, we need to go and change that out of pass into space, maybe? I just didn't feel very comfortable with this one. What if we changed it to this? At least then we've got potentially a ball out of midfield. Let's try that. Still in Japan. Matsumoto Yamaga. We're in J League 1 now and second place in the league and in the League Cup final. So we're going well. Nice. Nice. Pleased to hear it. I mean, this has been defending set pieces is absolutely necessary. I feel like we were terrible in possession as well. Defending corners. Let's go with that for this. We were terrible. When we had the ball, we were absolutely woeful. The amount of times we just passed it to one of their players. I don't know if that's because we were trying to pass into space, but it looks like we're going to have to make a load of changes since this game is coming quite so quickly. This is the problem with all of this, right? Is you tell them to allow them to play, and then all of a sudden you have a game straight after it, and they choose all of your players that you probably would have put in on a rotation. Representing BK Hacken. Okay, straight back into it. They're currently 10th in the league. Are we at home? We are. So we want to go to this tactic, right? We're going to try this for a few games and just see if it works. Kofi is out. Bad news, that. Let's put him on the bench then. Ali, are you really our best? Are you really our best striker? Apparently so. Okay. Pressing forward it is then. Okay. Got some very tired players as well. Really don't know if I rate Henriksen. Okay, I think this is maybe the team. You're pretty tired though. Let's get you on. Okay, good. Here we go, everybody. Got some pretty unfit players going in, but yeah, it's only the fact that in that team meeting they came up saying let's make people available for the reserves, which I agree with. But then immediately, it's at the point in time we've got 3 games in like a week. So yeah, I'd rather they just didn't play, because normally I find they play on the same day and then I can't use them. Let's go out there and get a result, boys. I hope for that Anderson carries on his recent performance. Not just in performance, it's been good. The whole team look better with him playing like this too. Are there some concerns that Tim may not be sharp enough? He should be fine. Does Mickelson miss out because of recent injury layoffs? We might have risked him. We really had to. Yeah, well, fine, whatever. Whatever. I can read, sort of, kind of, sometimes. Come on, boys. 1 minute in. Our high press has possibly been caught out. Uh-oh. Our offside trap didn't... Well, maybe he was offside. Didn't look great as our one fullback had dropped so deep, but I think he still got lucky. Wouters. To Odaflat Falk. Plays a 1-2 with the defender. It opens up. Surely he's going to do something better than that. Nope. Turns out that's exactly what he's going to do. Whatever the heck that was. Other than absolutely terrible. Uh-oh. Still can't stop a cross. Ooh. Okay, probably had time. Could have done with anyone shouting that you had time. Bobbling around in the box there. We got a chance. Get moving, boys. Ali, start running. What are you doing? We'll take a corner at this point. Ooh. Yeah, I always find with I don't know about Dreamlike, but I always find with the speed of Football Manager, I really struggle. I really struggle with finding the right thing. But because I feel like this is just a little bit more chilled, right? It's just there's something about this where I feel like I can kind of relax in it. Whereas that next speed up, I always feel like it's just a little too much going on occasionally, or games fly by with absolutely nothing happening. I remember, you know what I liken it to? Whenever I go to the football, whenever I go and watch football, I always make sure I'm sitting a reasonable height, whether it be behind the goal or in the, along pitch side, but a reasonable height, maybe, sort of the halfway up the or in the middle tier if they had one, right? So you can see more of the game. And I remember going to the football, it was an Ipswich game, and one of my mates had brought the tickets, and when we went, they were on like row 2 of the stand behind the goal. And I was like, I cannot watch football like this. I cannot understand. My brain can't quite comprehend what's going on. I was like, I've got, luckily it was quite empty. Well, not empty, but there was loads of seats. I'm like, I'm going to have to go and move. I can't sit here and watch it like this because it's freaking me out. I just felt like I didn't have a picture of what was happening on a football. But you know, when you watch football on the telly, you've got the perfect view, right, of seeing what opens up and where the play is. And I think that's one of the things when you watch football. I think that's the thing you don't quite give players credit for is, you know, you're looking at it at such a high view. It's very easy to see those passes, to see where the ball should go and where people should be running. Whereas on a football pitch, you know, you don't see that. Obviously, you're not seeing that angle. You're seeing the gaps between players if you're lucky. So it kind of gives you a. Yeah, you know what? Also, I'd liken it to. I went and watched the Ashes a few years ago, many years ago now, and I'd never been to see cricket before. And you watch it from the same angle every single bowl, right? You're behind the bowler. You cannot see and fathom how quickly that ball travels, and equally how far that ball is travelling when the bowler bowls it. And then you go and watch. I remember the first thing I saw was we walked up the stairs. The cricket had already started because we had to get some beer. We walked up the stairs, and the first thing you notice is how far away the bowler is from the batsman. And then the second thing is how quickly that ball is moving when you watch it from side on. It's insane. Anyway, I can't remember what the point was, but we've got to get a goal. Come on, boys. Ooh. I say we've got to get a goal. We're playing all right, but nice little reverse pass inside. Love that. Terrible shot again. Maybe we shouldn't have been focusing on defending corners. We should have been focused on how to shoot. Uh-oh. That is bad news. Keeps. Oh, my God. Oh, God. What are you lot doing? So we've got the Chuckle Brothers at the back. Oh, my goodness. Terrible, terrible defending once again. Well, well, well. I mean, we're unfortunate to be behind, but defensively we look absolutely terrible. A little bit worried that our defensive midfield has been booked. Nice ball. Henriksen, surely. Get in. Great ball by Wouters. To be fair, we've played, 4 games this season? We've looked like that at the back all season. It's not getting any better. This was a fantastic pass. I genuinely thought Henriksen was gonna balls it up, but we'll take it. I think we're gonna have to take Priso off though with his booking. Might be the number of shots on target. I'm disappointed that they were all so crap. Am I able to say that? Ironically, we played 2 defensive midfielders last game and we still look just as bad defensively, so. Come on, Ali. Show us something. Timossi. was going to say, it looked like it might have been a penalty. Oh, you know what I've noticed in the Premier League this season more than any other season is when there's a penalty giving, other players holding on to the ball rather than the penalty taker. I assume for like the mentality and, you know, people getting in front of the penalty taker. But surely when Liverpool win a penalty, for example, regardless of who's holding the ball, surely they know that Mo Salah's taking the penalty. Probably missing it, but surely they know Mo Salah's taking the penalty. Right, so, you know, with most teams, like West Ham, I'm assuming the penalty taker is now Ward-Prowse. So regardless of who's holding the ball, surely you still, if you're going to have a go at someone, you still go up to Ward-Prowse, right? I don't know if it is Ward-Prowse, it might be Bowen, but my assumption would be it would be Ward-Prowse. Go on, Mats. Oh. I've got another one. Holy crap. Where's he putting this one? Is he putting it in the same place? He isn't. He's gone the other way and he's still scored. We've looked okay, apart from the defensive frailty. We've looked okay in this one compared to the last one. They're about to score, right? They're about to score. Well done, Tim. Oh, hello, he's in. He shoots. He scored. He's got his hat trick. He's a belter from the edge of the area. I wasn't sure about signing Mats. I wasn't sure about signing Mats, but I'm glad we did. I don't even know how to say his name. Saint Jens. I don't know. Right. And with that being the case, let's get him off to protect him, maybe. I mean, we've got some tired players elsewhere, but... Go on, Ali. Wouters with the ball in. Tomasi's at the back post. We're going to get a corner. Not the best corner I've seen. Uh-oh. Always get a little bit worried when players run directly at each other. Nice little step over on the edge of the box. Surely you're playing that ball out wide. Thank you. Go on, Wouts. Not sure that was entirely necessary after that whole build-up. Not sure that was exactly what we were looking for. Well done. Winning the ball back. Love that. Do I still have substitutes? I think that's probably the last one. Oh, here we go. Bursting forward. Henriksen. Massey. Oda Falk. It's got to be. Surely it's not. It's another penalty. Who's taking this one? Jordan steps up to take it. What the heck? Another pen. Nice pen as well. Top corner. Love that. Love that. Does it? Does it indeed? Oh, I see. I hadn't even noticed that. I mean, ultimately, we made them all right. But I didn't even know that. I assumed it was information I could find somewhere. I just assumed it was always on the league rule screen. And with that being the case, I've made 4, right? I could have made 5 as long as I'd have done 2 at once. So that last one I could have done 2. Ball towards Jordan. Oda Falk is going to not get there. He's going to take the corner. Clearly that was a good corner. Good work, boys. So the question I've got is, do we try and play this way away from home? Oh, finish. And Tim fell asleep at the back. Oh no. Oh no. Don't you do it. Thought that was it. Genuinely thought that was it. Why do I get the horrible feeling they're about to score? Come on, boys. Hang on in there. Can we have another penalty, ref? That'd be lovely. Wouters. I think he was looking for the overlap, and he was the fullback. Nice. Come on, ref. We might as well wrap this up now, right? You don't need to play the extra couple of minutes. Maybe you do. Oda Falk. There is an L in there, right? Oda Falk. To Jordan, edge of the box, surely. Great block. Ali. Another good block. Johansson. Good block. Okay, good. Good work, boys. Odefal's been pretty good, I have to say. I mean, he's lost the ball there, but he's been pretty good. I always find it weird because obviously we're only watching the key highlights. I often find you look at the player and you think, oh, they've been really good, and then you look at their rating and they're like the worst player on the pitch. You're like, well, how did that happen? It always makes me wonder if I know anything about football or not. Nice work, everyone. That was good. A win and a good performance. That'll do me. Good work, boys. Well done. Got to be pleased with the result. You accumulated more than 5 XG in a match. I did. Oh, yeah, we have 3 penalties. You've got to be pleased with a result and a performance like that. We did our job. It was impressive. Today's match saw a remarkable 3 penalties awarded due for the performance by the officials impacted upon the result. I'm not going to talk about it. Did the goal moments before the break prove pivotal? I'm adding. No, I did say pivotal. Certainly made the team talk easier. Good work, boys. We're up into 2nd place. "23-year-old Serbian." You were excellent at taking penalties last time out. Well done. Okay, another press conference. How good was Matt's and how important hat-trick, who scored goals at any level? Can you talk about why your team tend to play the way they do? Supporters seem to respond well to your considered passing approach. Control possession. Yeah, why not? Why not? I think we're going to play one more, and then I'm going to have to wrap up. It's a short one today. I apologise. But I just really wanted to get on and say hello and get a stream back in. I'm hoping I can find one midweek going on. Might be Wednesday. It'll be Wednesday evening. But I'd like to get into the routine of one day a week and one weekend morning rather than the afternoon like we're doing now. But we'll see how that goes. A little bit worried about this. We're going to have some tired players, I think. Down into 3rd place. Can you imagine qualifying for the Champions League? Can you imagine? I mean, it's maybe a little early on that, but right. Elfsborg next. They are 1st in the league. Food poisoning doing the rounds. Unbeaten in the league, no less. You on this list? Over here. Okay. Here we go. Big game, this one. Do we go attacking? I think we probably do based on Lance's performance, but do we expect to be beaten at the back? Quite possibly the way we played. Okay. Priso's back in. Nordval is back in. Everyone seems to be fit, which is good. Kofi's back in. Cernchens. Cernchens? Is that how you say it? Wow. Who knew? Well, you knew, but I obviously didn't. I'm just going to call him Mats, I think, because I find when I'm playing this game, like some names just don't stick, and then the concentration I have to put in to then try and remember the name in a moment, and then by that moment the time's gone. Kofi's in, I think. Kofi is back in, although I thought Ali did quite well. What would I do without you here to translate all of these names that I can't say? I very much appreciate it. And it shows how much of a moron I am. But, you know, it is what it is. Right. Here we go. Revenge. Good work, boys. What are you going to do? Sorry, what are you doing to ensure the team picks up where they left off? It's important to play well in every match. It always helps to be prolific as your team has been recently, right? All of our hard work is geared towards scoring goal. What sort of edge are you looking for in a match between the two teams? It's the margins. It is the margins. Here we go. Come on, boys. Top of the league we're playing. I think if we win, we could go top of the league, potentially. Go on, Kofs. Have a pop. He hasn't had a pop. He's worked into the box. Ooh, whistle's well wide. Oh, it took a deflection or something, did it? Or it was saved? There's Mats. Okay, come on, boys. 10 minutes in. Not a lot happening. Apart from with injured Jeppe Okels. Oh no, he's recovering. Jeppe Okels? I don't know. Half an hour gone. Still nothing happening. They've got a throw in. He is injured. So they're playing through the pain. Come on, boys. Oh, we misjudged the timing of that interception. They're finding some space. However, we've lumped it down the pitch. Kofi's chasing. Kofi's going to get there. Kofi's bursting. Kofi's skinning his man. Kofi has scored. Get in. Huge, Kofi. How did that happen? How did that happen? Lumped forward. What is the defender doing not coming towards that? He basically ran backwards from where the ball bounced. Great composure though, Kofi. Get in. How did that happen? Love that. Cooper Love up front for them. Get in there. Go on, Larson. Find a pass, son. There's Mats. He's going to try and skin his man. Is he going to try and find a pass? He does find a pass. Nordval. Inside to Kofi again. Kofi's looking for a penalty for sure. Nordval. Ooh. Zacco in goal. And to think I almost didn't sign Kofi. I left it in the hands of my scouts. They said we should sign him. That's what we did. I mean, there was questions about his ability in the early days. Tomasi back post. Headed straight at the goalkeeper. We should be 2 up. We should be 2 up. Can we get another before half time? That would be huge. That'd be huge. Nordval. Finds Tomasi. Tomasi across. Enusi does that. See. She's a bit crap. See. Okay. Last minute of the half. Come on, boys. Another one. We're injuring all their players. I'm so sorry. Why do you look like a milkman? What is that? Tomasi into the byline. Played across. Kofi. Penalty. Not a penalty. Anusi looking for a pass. Out to Freeberg. Ball across. Kofi doesn't jump or try and header or anything. Anusi's going to chase that down. There is a ball on. Larsson's out here wide. Ball across. Kofi's there. Oh, Kofi. They had 10 men. That was our chance. To think we signed Kofi. Right, okay. We've looked pretty good. We've restricted, that's the word, top of the league to 0 shots. Come on, boys. Did you get where you were going, Alex? Oh, dear. Get a feeling this second half is going to be a little bit different to the first. Cooper Love in the box. There's quite a good game of football on today, I think, isn't there? Is it Manchester United Tottenham or something? Is that the game today? Did I make that up? Well in, Coates. Cooking now, back home. Man United Tottenham, yeah, fair enough. What, you cooking? Anything nice? I was meant to get up early and make like a casserole and put it in the slow cooker, but I forgot. So I've got no idea what I'm having for tea. Spurs have a brand new Romanian defender. Biggest transfer in Romanian history. Yeah, we're Old Trafford today. 31 mil. What's his name? Was he... Did they... Hold on. Did Spurs play... Has he played one game for Spurs already and was he lucky to still be on the pitch, or am I making that up? I'm a little bit worried about how this is turning. We seem to be giving away the ball a lot. Chicken tikka masala. First try. Don't know how it'll go. I do like a cheeky chicken tikka masala. Dragusin. Get in, Coast. I didn't even see it. He's not played yet. From Genoa. First game tonight. Big game to come into. But to be fair, they need reinforcements, right? They're all over the shop. Old Spurs. It'll be an interesting game, right? Because Man United are just a bit average. Below average, quite possibly. And Tottenham, well, Tottenham have a way of playing, shall we say. You know, I'm all for, you know, I've said this before, right? If you're a football fan, oh no, the keeper's on his arse. What are you doing, Keeps? I'm all for having a way of playing football, right? And I'm all for that way of playing football being attacking, because if you're not in and around winning the league or tournaments or anything, having the ability to play football in an attacking fashion means at least your fans are kind of impressed by it, right? At least they've got something to go home and say, you know what? That was a great game of football I watched, right? I'm all for that. Liverpool, when Klopp first came in, right? We were terrible, but at the same time, it was entertaining to watch, right? Rather than going and watching a team win every game 1-0, but just being the dullest games of football, I'm all for that in a certain way. However, I'm going to say this: I don't think the way that Ange gets his teams playing football is going to win any tournaments unless they spend a hell of a lot of money. Because I just don't think I don't think they're solid enough. I don't think they've got enough quality to be that attacking team all of the time, and to be that gung ho about it in certain scenarios. It's good to watch. I just don't know if that's the thing that's going to be Tottenham's first win of a tournament for however long, but you never know. Equally, it's really harsh to judge them because of the injuries they've got. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, in another year's time. Ooh. And the one thing I would say, I haven't watched a huge amount of Tottenham. Yeah, I mean, Dyer is one of those where he was a little bit like his name sake at certain points in time. I think we might surprise a bit this season. We have a big advantage in the Euro football and no League Cup anymore. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree that, and equally, I think the one thing that's going to help Tottenham is that not really many of the other teams, Man City may be back at it now, De Bruyne is back, but not really many of the other teams are looking as solid and consistent as they've looked over the previous years. When you look at other years gone by, the things you could rely on were Liverpool and Man United winning 85% of their games or whatever it was, and that isn't happening this season. There's a lot of the big six who are slipping up regularly, and therefore anyone could get into the top, right? Look at Arsenal and their recent form. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tottenham qualify for Champions League, for example, but equally they should be qualifying for the Champions League considering the size of that football team and the fan base and everything else, right? So it's one of those where the league seems to be getting more competitive, but I think that's because certain teams are just getting a little bit worse rather than better. Yeah, I think Tottenham are just lacking quality. I think, they've got a handful of great players. I'm amazed that Son is still there. I thought he might. In all honesty, I thought Son was a perfect Liverpool player. I genuinely thought he might have been playing for us. But then Levy's a nightmare to deal with, right? Kofi, this is why I almost didn't sign you. What was that? I'm amazed that some of those players are still there. And when you take away, though, we all thought when Kane went, it was going to fall apart. Son going might not be the worst thing, but I am amazed that he's still at that football club. And when you take that out, I think we always say it's difficult, but when you look at the players who play for a football team, how many would get into the other football teams in and around them? And there's probably not a huge amount of Tottenham players where you think, yeah, I'd put him in ahead of X in those top 4 teams or so. And I think that's often, it's not the be all and end all, but I think it's a good indication. Well, boys, I'm absolutely bloody delighted with that. Put on a performance the fans and punters alike referring back to in glowing terms for years to come. Happy with how we played. The result takes IF top of the league. You must be pleased. I'm pleased. Yes, it's nice players and there's a reward for which for the way they go about their business. Keeps them going. Your team look imperious at the moment and maintained an impressive unbeaten run. If we can see the future, life would be boring. Whatever. Nice. We are top of the league by a point. Beautiful. I have a Spurs saves going on. I won the treble this year. League Cup, FA Cup and Premier League. And I'm well on course for a second title in a row next season. Well, maybe you should put in when Ange goes. I think this is the thing, right? Is the problem is Levy is not necessarily, and actually I think the bigger problem is for years Tottenham's recruitment has been terrible. I'm a big fan of there being a plan, and it might not work, but I'm a big fan of there being a plan as to where you're heading, and I don't feel like many football. Look at United, no idea what their game plan was other than let's buy expensive players and hope they work. It becomes even harder when you're getting rid of a manager every season. But like teams like Tottenham, for example, I think is one of those where it's really, really tough unless you've got a plan for the future. It's we've got the best training facilities, we've got the best, and therefore we can make sure we're bringing in those youngsters, and some of them will make us make money or get into the team. But if you haven't got that, then you have to be focused on this is our progression, these are our reinforcements, and when you look, there's just no real guidance, and even if everyone else, this is the thing I would take away from it, even if everyone else has a plan with this is the recruitment goal, this is that, I don't think Levy would necessarily back it, because I think Levy has a say in everything that happens at that football club. And I think that's the problem, right? You need all of those parts working in conjunction. And if it then gets to the final point and it's like you were going to have to pay $2.5 million more than we budgeted for, I don't think Levy stretched to it. And I think that's the problem. And then you might be thinking, well, if we can ship out these players that we know aren't part of the plan, we can bring in players that are, and then Levy won't sell them because he wants to get top dollar for every single player. So you just end up in this place where you're not really making progress because the restrictions are we need to buy at the right price and sell at the right price, which is the right way to do it. But for the sake of a couple of millions of pounds here and there, you have to be willing to take that hit, as long as it doesn't push you over financial fair play. Not that makes any difference. Well, look, I think we're going to leave it here unless there's any more Tottenham talk going on. And what I would say about Tottenham is I'm talking about it of my opinion. I don't know a huge amount about what's happening at that football club. I see the odd game here and there, but I don't know a huge amount about what's happening at that football club. I think people like Hugo Lloris leaving and those sorts of players, I think is a good thing for Tottenham. I think getting Lloris is always a bit of a weird one, but I think getting some players in who aren't kind of top dollar and possibly an ego is beneficial. Yeah, I mean, I admire it to a point of Levy holding out for top money, but would you say you're in a worse place now? Kane is gone? I don't think you necessarily are. So, think of that money could have done, and it possibly could have been more 2 or 3 years ago. And I think that's the thing, right? Is you don't know until you make those decisions. That said, if Levy had sold Kane 2 or 3 years ago and it had gone badly, then people would have been out for his blood, right? So it's a real interesting one. What do we think of you? You're Varga. Where are you on this list, Varga? You're down here. You're not amazing. Sometimes that's it, right? Like Liverpool's a great example. Where are Liverpool going to be without Salah? The next 4 weeks will give us an indication of that. I don't think it's going to be amazing, but we know whether we've got to find a right winger to come in and at least create as much as Salah does to score goals, and hope that Nunez comes good with the scoring of goals. But it's such an interesting one. We've finished scouting Gashi, and what do we think? It'd be a terrific signing. We can't afford him right now, but apparently would be amazing, is what we're saying here. I guess we want to add you to the shortlist. Oh, you're on the shortlist. Okay, someone remember Gashi for next time. And what have we got going here? We've got a scouting report. Let's just get close to the next game, and then we're gonna wrap up. Alex, I hope the chicken tikka masala turns out well. I always find it a little bit difficult now, right? Because when you're cooking, especially if you're cooking for 1 or 2 people, there's like do I go through all the rigmarole of cooking something from scratch, or is it just as simple and easy and quick to buy a sauce? And it's so difficult to force yourself when you get into that kind of routine of actually I'm going to make it from scratch. Like chili, really easy to make. I often still buy a sauce because I'm just like, I can't be bothered with the cleaning up. We've got some scouting news. I think let's just whiz through these because I don't think there's much we're going to be able to do. We'll add these to the list to look at next time. Are you on a free? No, you're not on a free. Was that a team that we just went past called Robin Hood? I'm going to go and check that in a second. I think it was. Equally, I hope, Alex, just if you're still here, I hope the family are feeling better and yourself and everybody. And I hope the Romanian centre-back, whose name I've forgotten already, Dragusin. I hope he does well, because it's Man United, right? I'd love him to do well. You know what I was reading? I was reading a couple of tweets, and you know, I try and stay off Twitter a lot of the time because it's just a bit cringe, right? But I was reading a couple of tweets about Kevin De Bruyne being back and how no other player could have gone to St James's Park and turned that game around like De Bruyne did. And then I read loads of Liverpool fans saying, well, Darwin Núñez came on for like 10 minutes at 10 men and won the game for us, which I found quite funny. Right. I guess we're sending you out to the physio then. And we're putting a cut in here. Right. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who's been around. Apologies for I'm going to stream at X time and then it taking forever to actually stream. I had some PC problems, so lesson learned from that one. I hope to be on, I'm going to say Wednesday. I hope to be on Wednesday. It might be fairly early evening for a couple of hours. We'll play some RimWorld. We'll also play some Football Manager, most likely. But I'm also trying to record quite a lot for the channel so I can have some time off. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, subscribe button. If you're watching this on YouTube after the event and you want to see more, check out when we're streaming on the YouTube channel. If you want to see all of the VODs for these before waiting for them to come up as episodes, you can do that on the YouTube members, where you also get access to every single video that we upload as soon as they're uploaded. So we're doing a thing in February, which is 29 games in 29 days. We're halfway through recording all of those. All of those ones that have been recorded are ready, waiting to go. So if you want to watch them early, they are there. Thank you so much. Cheers, everybody. I hope the match goes the way you want it to, OLP. And I will see you all soon. Thank you very much.